Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's so many of them. Ooh. So close. Hello everyone, and it's the one we've all been waiting for. So to start this off, you know, I'm a chemist, as you probably know. I'm just gonna turn this down because it's deafening me in the ear. As you may have heard, I'm a chemist, so I know the entire periodic table of elements song. So to start us off in a bit of a sciencey way, let's go. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, hafnium, and nitrogen. I've been very excited about doing this game. There's a lot of things going on. I've modded. Let's click new. So it's if I click new, it will start. I've modded the game to shit, and so it might crash at any moment now. But hopefully it won't. It's crashed numerous times while I was testing, but I think I've got it down. I'm really bad at modding, but I think we're okay. And I'm playing the game in windowed mode, so if it crashes, I can still save the audio, because I'm just going to start because the music's driving me mad. If the game crashes while I'm recording, everything is lost because you can't leave the game. Because it's one of these old games where if it crashes, you can't get back to desktop. You have to just turn the computer off. Well, I can't find any other way. So I'm playing in windowed mode, but you wouldn't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell, which is really nice. I'm glad I've managed to make this work. So this game when this game came out, I was at university, so I was about 18, and it fucking blew my mind. I was like, this is amazing, and I loved it. So I'm one of the people that like this game. And all of the negative shit it gets, copyright music. So anyway, we'll get back to that. We'll start the game. So here are all the mods that I've put on activating. Gun oil, there you go. It's just a baby with some gun oil. Imagine if you were giving birth, and then you're like, oh, it's a beautiful, Iron Sights blur has been added. Marjorie, it's a boy. So this is Liam Neeson, who we all love. I'm gonna play as a girl. I quite like playing as a girl in these games, just because the point of these games is to play something a bit different. Be someone new, have a good time, you know what I mean?
A girl. We've got a daughter, Catherine.
A beautiful Catherine daughter person.
Girl.
I always thought your mum sounded a bit sexual in this scene. It was always really like if you're a man, she's like, oh, very strapping. And it's like, you've just given birth. Come on, like we need to chill out. This is of no relevance to anything. I'm just like, oh, you've got a baby. It's you. But I like the opening with the vault. We're gonna skip all of that. I've got a mod that allows us to skip it. It's a really interesting one.
What do you think about?
Oh, I'm gonna name myself. Oh, me and your wife have been talking. What do we think about Captain Chickamuck? I had somewhere else to go with that, but there you go. That's a good name, yeah.
Let's see what you look like when you're...
Oh, you're not going to like the look of this. So I always play these games as a ghoul. Because I think it kind of explains why we're such a fucking powerhouse. I like to believe that it's annoying. In New Vegas, you can play as a half ghoul, and you can actually look quite reasonable. Obviously, I had a little look at this, and you can only play as a complete ghoul, which is a shame. But I feel like it, I like to be like, while you were being born or carried, you were exposed to radiation, you turned into a ghoul. And I think that'd be a really interesting side story in a game anyway, so I like to just invent that for us. And then it gives us something unique. It explains why we can be so strong or so smart and stuff, because we're an advanced human. All of these are absolutely hideous. That one particularly. I like how they've got big eyes in this one. This is like picking between shit and piss, isn't it? Smooth skin. Purple. I'm trying to pick one that kind of... I like this one. This one kind of speaks to me. We can so 24. Let's randomize and see what we get. Oh, brilliant. Well, I mean, you can see how this makes all the difference in the world. Okay. We'll stick with 27. Okay. 27's been ruined. Okay, that one's a bit like 27. It's got a bit of a smile. Look at that little wrinkled smile down there. Yeah, see, I like that. Okay. So this is what happens. You end up spending your entire life... Oh, brilliant. There you go. Picking your character, but I'm not going to spend too long. I'm just going to go with some nice green hair. We're radioactive, baby. Okay, there we go. I love what your mum's going to say. She's going, oh, what a beautiful baby. It's the most beautiful baby.
You're going to look a lot like your dad.
Oh, dear.
See that, Catherine?
Oh, beautiful. Just like her daddy.
Just like her daddy. I want to see what he looks like under that mask. Also, do you like my hands? I've kept them in the shot, and I've got some cool.
Hang on.
So what we're doing is we're gonna. So we can do the Vault 101 start. For people who don't know, you kind of grow up in the vault and it sort of defines who you are. I've done that too many times. This is very much like you select who you are from a list, which is from the original Fallout games, and you can do that. There's a Skyrim mod that lets you do that.
James and his cheery chatter. May your future be bright.
This place will feel just like home.
So it's going to be really different this play. I've got I've got one very big mod that changes the whole game, and they've given us the medicine bobblehead because that's in the vault that you start in. So now we don't have, it stops us from missing it, and it's not hiding anywhere. You're meant to find it. The inscription on the base reads, "The smart man knows a bandage only hides his wounds." What the fuck's wrong with me? The smart man knows a bandage only hides his wounds. There we go. Your medicine skill has gone up by 5. So Stimpaks do more, Radaway does more, Radex is more effective. So generally, good shit. The Adventures of Captain McChicker. McChicker would have been better, but I'm not a man to change my mind. Cool. So this is the idea here. We can sort of pick a saying that matches our sort of behavior, and I have an idea for us. I used to play this game when I was 17, 18. And I didn't care about the main story. The main story isn't very good in my opinion. It was all about sort of venturing out into the world and becoming as powerful as possible with all the technology and the people and the skills available. You wanted to just learn and become as cool as possible and discover as much as I can. So I think the world is my plaything is a pretty good thing. Life is a balancing act. Give a little, take a little. We can make a better world. It's about having a good time. And then this will change our stats for us. So super mutants don't like me. What? There you go. So I didn't think they liked us anyway. That's odd. There you go. I guess if you meet, there is a companion that's a super mutant. Maybe they won't be a huge fan of you, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm partly the reason I'm playing this is because it's to prepare for a video I'm working on. So we're going to keep a lot of the other stuff as default. I don't want to change anything. So this is how many special skills I have. So I'm just going to keep it as. So the character we're a ghoul. So we're going to be really, really strong and have a very high endurance. We're going to be charging, hammers, smash, smash, and we're going to be evil as well, because fuck the world. This is kind of the idea, because we're ghouls, everyone hates us, so we hate the world, we hate everyone, and our ghoul ability has given us more strength. So we're going to go for a very high strength and a very high endurance. Because we're a ghoul as well, that means that we have a fairly low... I think perception goes down, our eyes are a bit fucked. You just make this stuff up. So we'll put that a bit lower. Lockpick and energy weapons and explosives, that's sort of the sort of thing we're not going to be using. We're going to be very much melee and unarmed and science. We're going to be an evil scientist, because I'm a scientist and I've transformed into a ghoul. Charisma's a bit higher because it's really important in these sorts of games, and I'm going to just give a slightly lower agility as well, because we don't need small guns or sneak. We're in and powerful and go. So I'm going to give myself even more strength. We're going to go for 9. As I say, we're a scientist, we'll put that up. So we've got good at talking to people because we have to be, reasonably intelligent because we're a scientist, and we're endurance and strength based. We have to do our tags. So this is quite straightforward. We're going to go unarmed, melee, and science. Works quite well, which I think will be quite fun. So we're a scientist who likes to punch shit. Unarmed because I like using the Deathclaw Gauntlet, which is my favourite, but I also really like using sledgehammers, so I have to go for both. I think that's right, isn't it? Brass Knuckles or Power Fist. Power Fist as well. I was playing the original Fallout and I played the whole game with the Power Fist. Just punching my way through the whole game. And now we're going to pick our background. So I could pick Ghoul. That seems like a very reasonable thing. This all controls where you start, interestingly enough. The problem is I've done this in Skyrim and it starts you in the middle of the map and everyone just fucking kills you because you're really low level. So there's nothing here that would really go with strength based. We've got slaves, outcasts. I mean, we could be an outcast, but I think Ghoul makes the most sense. That's what we're kind of going for. It means that you need better speech to be able to pass skill checks if you pick Ghoul, talking to people checks. So let's try, and we've got Slaver, Android, Wastelander, Raider, Vault Dweller, Mechanic, Doctor. No, that really matches Politician, Chinese Officer. No. So I think Ghoul is the way to go. It also means I'm very good against radiation, which is really, really cool. Which will go with my high endurance. You are viewed as a walking corpse, minus 30 disposition, so people don't like me as much. And rightly so, as your body has been mutated due to severe radiation exposure. However, while humans see you as a ghoul, your mutations aren't as severe as other ghouls. So they still refer to you as smooth skin, but I don't think that's going to change the way I look, unfortunately. And on the positive side, radiation will heal you. So it's cool. It's got... This is something Fallout 3 moved away from, in which there were bad and good at the same time. Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas, most of the positive perks that are really interesting have a negative downside, and this is what this is doing, and I think that's really cool. It makes the game a lot more fun. Start the game. Now, fingers crossed, doesn't crash. Everything's recording, so I think if it crashes, nothing's going to cause any problems. That's why we're playing in Windows mode. There we go. I knew they'd fucking put me here. Okay, so I was in Underworld, and things were a bit boring in there, so I think we're going to explore the wastes first, and then we'll get going that way, because I think opening off Fallout 3 Let's Play by talking to ghouls for half an hour is not a good time. So what we're going to do is we're going to avoid the super mutants over there, and I think our character has heard that things are a bit more safe near a old vault, Vault 101, which is near a town called Megaton. So we're going to go there and start the game maybe where we're supposed to, because this is quite a high level area and I don't want to fucking die. But we have the Brotherhood of Steel here to keep us safe. I wonder what words of wisdom we're going to pick up from Mr. fucking Neck all over the place here.
Move along, outsider. Nothing to see here, outsider. Move along, outsider.
Fucking beautiful. So one of the biggest critiques of this game is that there aren't as many ways to approach it as you might expect, especially in the opening. And I do agree with that. Like the games, Fallout 1 and 2 and New Vegas, especially, we'll talk about New Vegas because a lot more people are aware of that, is that the game starts and you can, you don't fight anyone. Jesus, what the fuck happened over there? Everyone just sort of fell to the ground. You don't have to fight anyone, you can just leave. This, I don't think I can get radiation sickness, which is pretty cool. Which might actually make a few quests a bit difficult, but there you go. Or just the one quest that I'm aware of. Oh, we've leveled up, this is going well. Okay. Alright, so what should we do here? We can... Right, all we have is a melee weapon. I think 39 is fairly decent. I said we like science, but we're also... Small guns, science, repair, melee weapons, medicine. My medicine's quite high. Lockpick. Okay, lockpick. We'll need this to get in a few places, so we'll up that just for now so that we actually can go somewhere. Even though science is useful for getting in places, some of them don't always have a computer that will let me in. Cool, so Swift Learner, additional 10% to experience points. I don't like to use this one because you play this game indefinitely anyway, so how fast you level up isn't that relevant. Here we go. 5 points. So this will give me 5 to melee and 5 to explosives. Daddy's girl, just like dear old dad, you've put your time to intellectual pursuits. This is because I am smart, so I can be even smarter. So science and medicine. Child at heart greatly improves the interactions with children. That's such a weird picture. In combat, you do 10% damage against male opponents. Okay, we're not really going to use explosives, so that's no good. I'm not too interested in medicine, so I'm quite interested in doing more damage to men to start. And then I'm going to look into sprint. Maybe as we play, I'll learn how to sprint. I haven't played this game in like 6 or 7 years, so don't hate me. Jesus, I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about New Vegas. New Vegas, you start the game and you don't have to fight anything. Jesus, here we go. This is a good start. Oh no, sledgehammer. There we go. This is what we want. Yeah. You can leave or you...
That's close enough.
I'm never going to get to finish this fucking story. Sorry about my phone as well. What are you doing wandering around here, Silas? God, look at that fucking forehead. Jesus, and it's going all over the place as well. Easy now, I'm just curious about this place. I'm not looking for trouble. I want something to drink, kill, and steal. Well, I'm not going to leave. Alright, we're not going to be stupid about this. This guy's clearly some sort of mercenary type, or probably for the Brotherhood of Steel, so he's not going to respond well to an angry thing. So easy now, I'm just curious about this place, not looking for trouble.
Curiosity can get a wasteland.
Alright, fucking hell, man.
I'm going to let you through, but you'll have to talk to Mr. Walker first. Follow me. Oh, and stay off the memorial steps. They have orders to shoot anyone that gets too close. The dirt path is safe.
Cool. Okay, so I can tell you about... Stay off the steps. How do I get up there, then? Look at that guy. He's ready to kill me. You just hear, that's close enough. Everyone just gets activated to say the same thing. Say what you will about this game, there's a lot more to do. And look at the trees, those are mods. They look a bit nicer. This game is really pretty with all these mods on. There's so much to do in this game, you know. Like if it's similar to Skyrim. Like if you want to like chill out and play quite like an engaging game that still doesn't require you to think that much, it's really, really good. Lincoln won the South in his inaugural dress. Cool. Hello.
I'm Leroy Walker, and you're probably wondering about what we're doing here.
Not really, no. I thought you were meant to be here. Looks like you are getting yourself ready for war. What are you really doing here?
You're a sharp one. We're from Paradise Falls. We're hunting runaway slaves. Have you seen any?
Seen any? Now, I'm evil, so I'm well up for slaving. Fuck people. I would like to help him, but I'm not good enough at speech yet, because this is quite a medium-level area, and I'm not a high level. I haven't seen any slaves. If I had, I wouldn't tell you.
That's too bad. You know, you seem like the type of wastelander that might be for hire.
Exactly.
I need someone to get some loot out of the nearby ruin. Are you interested?
Yeah, I mean, I like the cut of this guy's jib. Where's the ruin?
It's a museum, just past the Washington Monument. I'm only interested in stuff related to Abraham Lincoln. Oh, and don't try to go into the memorial. The guards have orders to shoot on sight.
One Lincoln artifact. Okay. Why do you want Lincoln artifacts? It's a very good question.
Don't want slaves using them to start a revolt or anything. So we burn them.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So, there's a bit of history behind this, I suppose. It's quite ironic that this guy is black. Quite dastardly, but there you go.
Good luck in the museum. Bring me back something, and I'll let you get a closer look at the memorial.
Cool. Yeah, you're a real piece of shit, Leroy Walker. But I like the sort of the thinking behind that. It makes quite a lot of sense.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
Do you mind? I'm trying to walk around in here.
Make it quick. I'm busy.
What happened to those super mutants?
When they get too close, we have to kill them. It's good target practice.
Boom. Bye.
Bye.
So I feel like these are the sort of guys I would join up with because I'm an evil fucker. I like to think that as a ghoul, the radiation sort of mutated my brain a little bit and it's turned me into some sort of like sociopath. And I'm like, fuck people. We can use them to make as much money as possible. And I want this Nuka-Cola Quantum. So I'm just going to carry it into the darkness. Put it behind here. And there we go. Oh dear. Let me just save. It doesn't appear like the hidden is appearing. Take? Okay. I wonder why that is.
I wish those runaways would show up.
I'm not going to use stealth in this game, so it's not so bad. But that's odd that didn't show up. Cool. Okay, so let's go and get some shit for Lincoln. Hopefully we'll be able to hang out in there. I really need some armor. I don't think this suit and this knife is going to keep me safe. But I do have a decent gun to keep us going. Oh no, I've got a sledgehammer. My bad. So the story about fucking New Vegas. I don't know how long I've been doing this for. I'll tell the story of that episode over. I'm going to stop walking because I'm not going to get anywhere. I'll keep walking. New Vegas is... oh, fucking hell. I should have stopped walking. I don't have a stim pack or any food. It's a good thing I took the Quantum. We'll eat some mole rat meat. Oh, that doesn't help me with health. Oh, good. So this is just for food and water. Still, with the mods I've got on, I can only use stim packs to get health back. Oh, good. This is going to be a bad time for me. It's a good thing I've got quite a decent endurance. So New Vegas. You start the game and you use your skills to solve a problem. If you're good at explosives, you get given explosives to fight a group of people that are going to attack a town. If you're good with speech, you can convince people to help you, and so on like that. So it's a very structured, very Fallout-y beginning. Whereas this game just starts with you escape the vault, use your gun skill to kill everyone. And it's such a shame. And this game is very much down that vein. There aren't lots of different ways to approach situations. There are, sometimes, but it's not quite as detailed. And that's what I think this game, people get annoyed about with this game. I can't believe I've fucked myself so badly already. I might have to load the save up. Did I use that right? Because I can't even walk now. And so I think that's one of the main complaints about this game, that Fallout... This is probably for the best, that Fallout New Vegas got right, basically. Let's try all of that again. Investigations of the nearby town. Okay, so it is in the Lincoln Memorial, so let's see if we can get in there around the side. And this game is a lot more gung-ho. But I mean, one of the things people forget is that fucking Bethesda... Ah, that's something. Bethesda made this game engine for Fallout. Like they did. I know it's based on a similar engine before, but there are a lot of complicated design aspects to this engine. And as well as that, they created an amazing world with loads to do, loads of people to talk to. And it's like, oh, the game's shit. And it's like, it's missing, there is some missed potential, but it isn't shit. Pick it up. I thought I was going to blow up. Save, scum save. I don't want to die again. Okay. Do I have to sneak in here to be able to get the Lincoln stuff? So the reason I'm doing this is because if I feel like getting some slavers on my side would be a good thing, because that's the, you know, they're the sort of people that I would hang out with, because it's a good way to earn a lot of money, especially if you have no morals, which I don't. And this is a good way to get some leveling up points, but it seems that's one's in a fucking, that was in a tree. I couldn't get that. It didn't hurt me either because it was inside a tree. So yeah, and the person I'm referring to is if you've seen H Bomber Guy's Fallout 3 is a nightmare, and here is why. He's the one that sort of started a lot of those complaints. I'm a very big fan of his. I enjoy the video. It is entirely responsible for why I do commentary videos. That video, it really inspired me to start doing the commentary videos, the nightmare videos. And you see nightmare, absolute garbage. I thought he was going to sue me, but apparently not. I've actually spoken to him a couple of times recently, and he's a really cool guy, even if he has talked a lot of shit about Fallout 3. And I'm hoping to work with him on a video. So how am I supposed to get up here then? Get into the Lincoln Memorial? Do I have to kill them? Who are they? Slave. Oh, okay. So slavers shoot on sight, even though I'm going to help them. Has he told them not to shoot me?
You'd better get out of here.
Okay. Welcome to episode 1 where I can't fucking enter the Lincoln Memorial. Cool. So I'm going to work out how to get in here, and I will see you in part 2, fellow wastelanders.